Namaskar everyone, my name is Aarav Saxena. I am from class 8th. My roll number is 2 and today I am going to be presenting a PPT on the French political system. Liberté, Église and Fraternité. Now, I will be explaining the French political system in the general. The French political parties and their ideologies is a main component of them. The main thing is that there is indirect voting and the layers are appointed. Some layers are the governmental bodies, the semi-presidential system, the Assemblée Nationale, which is the lower house, and the Senate, which is the upper house. The more cohabitation is the Prime Minister, the President, which come from the opposing parties. Here is a small flow chart to explain the system of France. First, there is French citizenry, which gets divided into three things. First, the French citizenry elects the president, it elects the local government officials, and it elects the National Assembly. After electing the local government officials, it elects the Senate, which we discussed was the lower house. Then the National Assembly, which we discussed, was the lower house, and Senate was the upper house. Then after this, the President appoints the Prime Minister and the other ministers. The National Assembly and Senate also plays a major role in appointing or electing the Prime Minister and other ministers for the cabinet. So now we will be moving on to some French political parties. Some French political parties are the Union for a Popular Movement, the Union for French Democracy, the Socialist Party, the Greens, and the National Front, which is the most popular one out there. After that, we are going to be discussing about the ideologies of the French parties. The ideology for the Socialist Party, it is a left-wing party. It pays higher taxes for the rich and it is comparable to SP in the Netherlands. Now, the Union for a Popular Movement party is a right-wing party. The tax is capped, the influence is low for the government, and it is comparable to the VVD in the Netherlands. After this, the National Front, which is the heavy right wing. It has zero tolerance and immigration policy. It is nationalist. The influence level of government is lower. Some comparable parties are the foreign policies to PVV in Netherlands. Here is again a flowchart that explains the system. This is a bit more complicated and much more explained and rich. Now, first again, like old one, there is the French citizenry. It elects the local government officials, which is over here. Then they elect the Senate, which is the higher house. Then these both amend and votes are counted. Then the National Assembly is formed, which is the lower house, the Senate is the higher house. The French citizenry elects the National Assembly and also elects the President of the Republic, which then appoints the Prime Minister and other ministers. The Prime Minister and ministers are also elected by the French citizenry. After this, the Minister and Prime Minister appoint the Council d'État, which is a council for a minister, which is over there in France, like our parliament. After this, the Council d'État appoint the National Assembly and Senate. And the National Assembly and Senate also play a major role in appointing the President of the Republic. This is all about the French Constitutional Council. There are 4 layers present in the French political system. The nation is handled by the president. The regions is the regional president and council. There are 22 regions in the France, and the council regional is the name of the council which is formed in every region. The departments are held by the General President and Council. There are 96 departments, and the head of them is the Council General. There are 36,381 communes, which means communities. It is handled by the mayors and the municipal council. This is again a flowchart which explains the previous slide thoroughly. Here again the French citizenry also mentioned as people over here. It elects one chairman which prefects 22 regions. It elects the department in which one chairman is there, and it also elects the communities, meaning the community, which are 36,682. It elects the mayor over there. After this, the regions go. They are divided into one to two parts. The first part is the Senate, the high level house, in which half of the senators are replaced every 3 years. It is less active publicly than the Assembly Nationale. There are 348 senators in one seat. After this, the departments are the electors, and the communes are 150,000. Municipality council people, there are 150,000 grand electors, which come out from the department and the communes. Now, the people also elect the National Assembly, which receives much media attention. It is more active publicly than the Senate. There are 577 members in the Assembly Nationale. After all this, the people elect the final, main, and supreme power, the president. The cabinet of president includes the president and its ministers. Some governmental bodies are ADMI, ADIT, ANDRA, ANWAR, ANR, BDL, BRGM, CES, CMAGREF, and more. There are some more over here, in which the main one is Météo of France. The characteristics for the French political system is divided in three parts. First part is the executive branch, in which contains the president, which further is subdivided into prime minister. Then the legislative branch, which is divided into parliament, and then subdivided into the National Assembly and Senate, which are the lower and upper working houses. And the third is the final one, the lawsuit and crime judicial branch. It is further divided into the judicial stream and the administrative stream. The judicial stream is subdivided into inferior courts, intermediate appellate courts, and the French Supreme Court, which is a main court over there, like India. And the administrative stream is divided into 3 points. First is the administrative courts, second is the courts of administrative appeal, and the third one is the Council of States. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and learned a few more things. This was my presentation on the French political system. Thank you and have a fantastic day. Bye bye.